Hi everyone, it's Sheena from For the Love of Paper, and I'm going to be doing the Alphabet Ephemera series today with doing stamps for the letter S. And I have my Tonic Studios Tim Holtz stamping platform, and what I'm going to use is some of the Tim Holtz stamps for stamping. I think this is a great way to use your strips. I pulled them out of the box that I showed yesterday. And what I'm going to do is just line up some stamps on here on the platform, and then we'll use this to kind of stamp some of these images on these strips. Just standing so I can see what you're seeing, make sure everything's okay. I like to use thinner ones in a line with a thinner piece, so their height being similar for the strip that I use, if that makes sense. So just using these cling stamps, this is a great way to get a bunch at once and use up those little strips of paper. I think I'll put that one up there. But I'm going to cover this whole thing at once, and we are going to get a bunch of strips and then tear them up. Oh, I forgot my ink, but I can go over and grab it. It's probably good for that line. Put this one up here. Start another one. Put that there. This one is the Eccentric by Tim Holtz. I know some people use like have wood stamps too. I almost said hardback stamps, but wood stamps. And this can be, like, obviously it doesn't work with the stamping thing, but you can do the same technique. These are not all on here right. I just got off work. It is 4:45, so hopefully this does not take hours to upload tonight. It's like hit or miss. Sometimes I can sit, well, the one yesterday actually restarted numerous times. I'm not sure why. It would make it to 40% or 70% and then restart. That there. I can kind of tell which ones I've used before because they still have a little bit of ink to them. I haven't used this one before because that's not coming off. Okay. Just trying to see this filed one here. This big one. Put down here. Well, actually, that top one's pretty big, so I think that's okay. Nope, I'm gonna move this one up. Move this one up. Move this one over, and then I can put this one on there. And this one on there. Where'd that come from? Is it here? Okay. I'll go back and look at this one and make sure there isn't any other one. That I want to use. This ticket one. Here. And then, so the other one of this was field notes. And then this one I have not used yet. This one is noteworthy, and I'm going to put, let's see how, put some of these on here. I'm gonna try and do like 1-layer ones and the authentic. So you do you. Okay, and then this limited edition. Make sure you guys can still see this. Down here, this lost and found. Live your story. I like this, give yourself permission. And that should be enough for on here. I'm gonna go grab my inks really quick, just around the corner. And they are archival ink. So I have 5 different ones: black soot, coffee, ground espresso, hickory smoke, and vintage photo. So I'm going to set these over here. I guess I'll start with archival ink. And now we have to kind of lay our strips. That should really be a wider one. Let's put that down here at the bottom. Why are these things keep sticking like that? Stay somewhere. And not there. All right, I'm removing them for a second. So I'm thinking this one needs to come a little closer over here. And then this can come that way, and that one will be good. All right. This one, yep, that's good. So this is really what I do. They're all the same thickness because they're all the same brand. That one is too far. Maybe there. Oops, I just moved the other one. That one's good. This one needs to go back up or down. There we go. Make sure you guys can see this. So it's really, that one must be much lower than the rest. Something's not right there. Okay. Yeah. Now that one should be able to go up just a little bit. Yep. This one can go up a little bit. So then it's these two strips here. So this one should be okay, and this one should be okay. I think these need to be switched as far as their length, because that one sticks out further. I just moved them all. This is the most tedious part, but if you can get through it, let's see what I just did. Bottom down a little bit, and this way a little bit. Okay, this one has to come this way a little bit more. Good, good. This one's actually up a little bit. That one I still think is good. This one needs to come down and over. That one over and down. All right, and then this one down. So we should be good. Yeah. So now you flip it over and you ink all your pieces. I know some people have an aversion to stamping, but this is part of the process. This one is ground espresso. For the thicker number ones, you can kind of tell where you need to add a little bit more to cover those areas. And then this should work. Oops, I just bumped the camera. But I'm essentially standing and pushing down. And look at that. All of them at once. Like I said, you have to put a little time into it. But that's great. That's all the ground espresso. So then we're going to do the same thing again. Put that there. I'm just going to lay them on and kind of perfect them like I did the second go around, instead of doing one by one. That's thicker. This one's thicker. This one's a thin one. This one can go here. I'm feeling like that one's the one that needs to go that way. Let's see what else. This one can go at the top. And here's a couple more. Most of these are torn off book pages. And I like the texture of like the rag paper. Let's see where we're at with these. These all need to come down. I hope I got a little on there. That's okay. So you don't want to push it completely down once you've inked them, because it will do that. But top's good, second's good, third is okay, fourth needs to go this way a little bit. Nope, it's too short. I moved that one. All right, let's see what else. This one looks longer. No. All right, I'm switching these two. So you just have to make sure you have the right size pieces. And this one will probably fit this down here, I think, because these need to come this way. Good, good. That one's good, that one's good, that one's good, that one's good. This one is not good because it really needs to get up there closer and back that way. Okay. I think I'm okay there. And they don't have to be like perfect in their layout. So that was brown. So I think I'm gonna do the black soot just so you can see what this looks like. And then I'll tear them. Maybe I'll do one more color. I don't know that I have the strips to... I noticed in my box there I have a lot of cardstock. I was trying to think of the word, and I don't want to. I guess I could do it on cardstock, but okay. So I'm going to gently pull this over, make sure we still look pretty good. I think we are, and then push down. Don't my fingernails look so much better than yesterday's? That was awful. I was just into too much stuff. All right. That one's a little not good, and I moved it, so you should, in theory, be able to put this back down, but I moved it, so I'm not going to be able to. But that's okay. Those are all still really good. So I'm just going to try maybe one more. These got to come this way to a certain degree. That. I think that one's too short. I do have this like coffee dye paper. I'll put that there at the top. That should be okay. I have this other piece of coffee dyed paper. And that should be okay. Which one were the long one? Actually, this one I think is the longer one. Just trying to eye these up here a little bit. All right. And then just a few more. This one. Do I have one more longer piece? Kind of longer piece. That should be okay. Let's see. Not in at all. That one's in. That one's now in. And this, if I can push it up just a little bit. That one's in. That one's in. There's a glare, so I'm trying to... see. That one's in. Oh, this is too... these two are too short. I don't know that... maybe this is longer here. Yep. That one's longer, and do I have... oh... okay. Yes, yes. No. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we're good. So, let's see. Maybe I will do vintage photo. I think coffee might be too light, and I'm not sure about hickory smoke, so. And it's okay. I'm not going to get over and realize I didn't clean them off before I'm doing this. It's fine. What one didn't carry well last time? Numbers? That box or something? I'm trying to remember. Which one didn't pick up very well? Okay. So hopefully we didn't move these too much, and we're just going to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So this is 30 stamps, and we did them 3 times. So that's 90 little pieces, and we've been going for 21 minutes. Good. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to actually set this because I'm going to want to clean that. Just use like a baby wipe. Move these out of the way. You can put these pieces back in there. I mean, you could have mixed little pieces together. That would work too. But for the sake of video, I kind of wanted to just make sure I was using whole pieces. Okay, all this needs to go on the thing. I will lose them. Okay. So then I'm going to zoom in like that. And then this is where you use your tear roller. And I am just going to tear these into, I think I did it this way. Let me think about this. Put it here, tear. Put it here, tear. There was a method to this. I have to think about it a second. Was that it? Put it here. Aha, it's this way. Put it here, tear, and tear. So then you don't have to keep picking it up. You're sliding it. And I'm not super about it's got to be so even, whatever. That really doesn't bother me. So yeah, you want the one you're tearing to the right. And then you just have to slide it. So much easier. And then you have these to put on your pieces. You can, as you like say you pull it and was like, oh, I just want to make that more even. You can do that then. But that's not something I would worry about until you're actually ready to use it. It's not that important. At least for me anyway. That's kind of what I do with fussy cutting too. I get close, and then whenever I'm ready to use it, I cut a little closer. Or tear a little closer in this case. But yeah, if you put it to the other side, you have to take a lot more time trying to pick up your roller, move it, where this way you just slide it. It's so much easier. There's several different textures to this paper. Some are thicker than others. I like the color, how they came out. I typically use those archival inks for doing just this. So what did I say? There's going to be 90 of these little pieces. And this is similar, minus these words right here, which I've never done before because that was a new pack. That's awesome. To just put as a word on something. I think I'll use those a lot. And sometimes it's hard to find stamps like that with words in a set. So that's one of the reasons why I picked that up. You have to put in the effort to do this, and then they're ready to go. I did not find the ones I already did. I can see them, but since I moved, like I can see things in my head, but it takes me a while to find them sometimes. I feel like this is two different ones here. We're going, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's two different ones. Oops, don't do that. Well, this one is a much thinner piece than I have been tearing thus far too. It's kind of, it's book page, but it's, I want to say like silky. I don't know if you can see that. It's much thinner as opposed to, say like this. You can't even see the ink coming through that. So you do have to be careful when you're doing this. Don't get crazy. I tend to be a little heavy-handed. What is that stuck on? Oh. This was just a piece of coffee. Oh, look, I did it again. How terrible. This is just a piece of coffee dyed copy paper. And then this one's a little bit thicker book page. I usually tear on book pages the white edges off if I just want the text. Tell me I have been in camera. Goodness, I hope I was. I know I zoomed in. Well, that's going to be awful if that's the case. Well, I'm into it now, so. Yeah, I usually tear the text, tear the white away and keep the text. So these are the pieces from that. But I don't know that I've ever seen anybody do this. Look, our pile's getting big. And I just had the idea, and yeah, you can make a lot of things. If you have the wood mount stamps, obviously it's going to take a lot more time because you have to do individual ones. If you have these clear mounts, or if you have an idea of a stamp set that's clear mount that would really work well for these little things, or like a set that's just words, you can add that in the, in the comments, because it can be a little limiting to find like great stamp sets for this. But the word ones, like if there was one that said like create, kind, grateful, all in a stamp set, that you could just put them all on there like that, that would be awesome. I only have them in individual wood stamps, not in these. This one I can see is bending, so I need to be a little bit careful with that. Yeah, these right here, I think I'm going to use a lot. These are great for Tim Holtz pieces, and I sure do use his stuff pretty frequently. Look, we're almost finished, and now we're at like 28 minutes. So this is our whole stack minus the two that I, of course, ripped. I think, let's see if I have something just to like make real quick, and then we can use them. Thinking. I'm just going to use a tag, and I kind of collage it. I have these pieces that I didn't put away yet that are sitting over here. Look at that. Actually, that's almost the perfect size. So can I find one like that? Yeah, how about that one? Yeah. All right, so there's that. Let's see what else. I'm just trying to pull some pieces here. too light. This little box with my Tim Holtz pieces. Need something that's maybe not quite that big. I like that. I think I'll go without the words. Let me make sure there's not something else right in here. Birds. I'd like that if it was not necessarily that flower. Just put them through here real quick so you can kind of see how they can be used. All right, well, I am going to just pull out my little tray here. See what we got. Something with red, that's massive. I think I need one from here. That's a little bit more the right size. That one's okay. I don't see any other red ones. That's orange. Okay. I was thinking I had a red ticket. Not this one. That's from the boardwalk. And even though it has no sentimental value at this point, there we go. That's kind of what I was looking for. Something like that. All right, let's see what we can do here. That one might be too much now. This here, this here. Maybe I want that up a little bit higher. I think I need one more thing behind there. Kind of like this, maybe, with the butterfly. Maybe there. And I really like these Lost and Found, this limited edition. Let's see if I can put something a little round coming out the top there. Maybe not. Just looking for something to break up the top a little bit. Let's go with some form of that. All right, so I'll put this down as the base. And then we'll have a little tag. I'm gonna go for a walk after this, like a 3-mile walk. I'm hoping that this thing does not take forever to upload because I do think it's supposed to rain at 7. These thicker pieces, I'm going to use our glitter glue. This one's thin, but I'm gonna need it for the other one, so I might as well just pull it out. Put this in the back. I'm moving them around already. It's fine. This is what I do whenever I think of an idea for my collage journals. By the time I've thought of it and actually put it down and start using it, it's different than what I had originally thought. And that's the awesome thing with using or collaging. There's no right way. Okay. I think I want it just right there, covering the edge of that. To break that up. Yep, right there. And then we'll put this butterfly down. Which is probably gonna have to go the other direction now. Yep, which is fine. Just grab a dry wipe. Okay, and then this can go here. I'm gonna just use glue stick for this because it's a little fragile. Oh, you know what I should have did that with that? We're gonna abort that real quickly. Oh no! I left the lid off of my vintage photo. I hope I just knocked that. Did I really leave that off for days? I don't even know when the last time I used it. It seems to be okay. Oh, I hope I really just knocked that in doing something that I was just doing. Yeah, that looks much better. That would really be a bummer. And then, just to bring in the edges a little bit, I'll go ahead and do this. Ink if you want, or if that's not your thing, you don't have to. Just adds a little bit more grunge to it, like that. So we made 90 little things and tore them, stamped them, tore them, and made a tag all in 38 minutes. That's pretty good. So I'm just gonna put these away and close up my glue. But yeah, this is a way that you can use your stamps, your clear stamps, if you have the Tim Holtz platform as well, and make great use of it. So, and I guess you can use, zoom out now. You can probably use other stamping platforms just the same. I know Stampin' Up! Has them, and probably some other people, but yeah, that's the video for today, and that is our alphabet of S with stamps. And just, I think, a great way to use them. You can obviously write on the back of this, but that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on Wednesday from Marguerite Miller. Have a great night. Bye.